For those of you who grew up in the Northeast, you know the name Tastykake. Cream-filled chocolate cupcakes and butterscotch crimpets were likely a part of your childhood.
Yeah, finding the baked goods in Charlotte has been nearly impossible, but not anymore. Producer Bob and I invited some of our Facebook friends who are passionate about Tastykake to a Taste of Philly, that's a restaurant in the University area, the Taste of Philly, to give them the good news.
Nobody bakes a cake as tasty as a Tastykake.
Tastykake is coming to the Carolinas.
I was dreaming of these all weekend. I could not wait to get here today and taste it. So I can't wait to eat the peanut butter ones next.
I knew when I took a bite of that Tastykake over 25 years ago, nobody baked a cake as tasty as a Tastykake.
You don't know what cakes are until you taste a Tastykake.
When you have the icing left on the wrapper, this is what you gotta do.
Never waste.
That's right.
It's the gold standard in the industry at the moment because it has a consistency of taste, quality, and freshness that is unlike anything else in the market today.
I'm like saying before I even take a bite. And sometimes if I'm really dying for one, I just stick the whole thing in my mouth.
I just eat the icing first.
Don't you want the icing with the cake? Don't you want it together?
I don't care.
So what makes them unique? What makes them unlike anything else on the market today?
So what happens is we have a Tastykake representative and sales representative that goes daily to each market and makes sure that the product is the best that it can possibly be. So every time you unwrap it, it's as good and fresh as you remember it.
The baked goods have a rich and tasty history in the Northeast.
Tastykake was founded back in 1914 in Philadelphia, and it's been a Northeast snack sensation ever since. As a matter of fact, the wife of one of the founders actually gave it its name, Tastykake, because when she tasted the product, she explained, "Oh my, it's tasty," and the rest is history.
It's very nostalgic. I remember when I was a kid, when I first was allowed to ride my bike away from the house. First thing we did was grab 50 cents, my sister and I, and head down to Bradford's Market and get yourself a Tastykake and an 8-treat soda.
We used to go to a little corner store down the street and buy them, and Mrs. Norcross always had her supply on the shelf, and we would just eat them up and eat them on the way home.
And now Tastykake's national expansion includes the Carolinas, so you'll be able to get them at your favorite stores.
They can find them locally at Target, Walmart, Food Lion, and Lowe's Foods.
And starting now?
Starting now. Now, make sure you go out and get your free taste of Tastykake. There's going to be different tasting locations throughout the city over the next week, so don't take our word for it, people. Make sure you come out and get your free taste and see why we say Tastykake, one taste, and you'll get it.
Okay, try it for yourself. Very good, Jill. Thank you. They are quite tasty, if I do say so myself. You can get free samples of Tastykake products. Okay, here are the days and the places. Thursday at the Lowe's Foods in Harrisburg off Highway 49. And then on Friday at the Food Lion on Jake Alexander Boulevard in Salisbury. And at the Craig Campbell concert, that's at Coyote Joe's.
Yeah!
Your hangout, yes. And then on Saturday at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. So take a moment to look at your screen and see where you can get free Tastykake samples. If you're a Tastykake fan, email us at charlottetoday@wcnc.com and you could win this cooler here. We're going to choose one winner at random. Again, send us an email to charlottetoday@wcnc.com for your chance to win this Tastykake cooler. Thanks to Tony, who is the owner of Taste of Philly, and to our Facebook friends who came out there. I had so much fun sitting and eating and talking with them, and it's just great how food can evoke those memories and that nostalgia.
Yeah.
You know, I have foods and smells that do that for me too. So.
And thanks to producer Bob for eating all the Tastykakes so I couldn't have one.
He ate all of them.
All of them.
And Bob said he does not share them with his kids. They're like, "Oh, Daddy, are there any more Tastykake?" He's like, "Nope."
It's understandable. It's a Tastykake.
Horrible, Bob.